Oh, like, you know, anytime you can spend a bit of time out in the middle and you know, help the team get a strong first innings total, you know, is really satisfying. And you know, you always want more, but you know, there were a lot of good partnerships along the way that I think were vital out there. It was pretty challenging, and the Pakistan bowlers were incredibly disciplined, and we had to sort of ride our luck as well to come away with a good first day, you know, which was really positive for us. But as the wicket's starting to age, we know that we're going to have to put in a big effort with the ball in hand and be really patient to get those rewards. But yeah, some good signs tonight, and hopefully the cracks start to open. But yeah, it was so far the effort's been there, which is the main thing.
When you say the wickets are aging, do you mean they're deteriorating or just getting
hopefully it starts to deteriorate. I suppose the slowness is a part of that process. It's very, very hard, and there are some cracks showing, so hopefully they come into effect at some point. But you know, at the same time, you know, it's important that we just are really, really patient. That's Test cricket. Obviously in the last series we were able to get some rewards with the ball in hand due to the nature of those wickets, but this one here, as we've seen in the last test that we played here, where it offered a bit first up and then offered a bit at the back end, which is you know, a great characteristic to have on a cricket wicket. But for us, it's playing that long game and looking to stick in for long periods with the ball in hand.
Is there a chance you might be one down in your attack tomorrow? Neil?
Hopefully not. He bowled all right if it's sore or worse. So hopefully it's okay. And yeah, I think he's going for a scan. But yeah, I'm sure he'd be pretty keen to get out there for sure.
Is there a fear that he might have broken something in his foot? Is that what
well, that's, I guess, the idea of a scan is to check, and hopefully it comes back clear, but obviously a little bit sore. But got through tonight and bowled nicely, so hopefully he's okay tomorrow.
Kane, you're hoping to be able to use Nicholls quite a bit tomorrow and exploit the spin and the bounce that Jasmine Shah was able to get?
Yeah. I think the heavy roller perhaps flatten things a little bit, but naturally that wears off. So no doubt the spin will come into more into play. There are bits of rough as well, so I've got no doubt the spin will definitely have a role.
How tough was it out there in those first 3 hours, especially yesterday?
Yeah, really tough. Obviously the ball was moving around a bit, and asked a lot of questions in good areas, and it was also quite difficult to score, get a rhythm scoring. So, you know, a lot of the partnerships that we built were more around time than sort of a flow of runs, which, you know, was always nice. But I think that was just the nature of the conditions, and I suppose is what you expect when you get put into bat. You expect the wicket to offer a bit for the bowlers, and it did. And like I say, it was nice. We had a few things go our way, and guys applied themselves really well against the Pakistan attack. Bowled, I thought, beautifully and really, really disciplined, and were perhaps a little bit unlucky.
You survived a non-review at the end of day one. Henry didn't review one.
Yeah, we're even. Yeah.
What was the discussion between you two?
Yeah, basically it was, if there's any doubt, review it. It was very difficult to see from, I guess, my end. It was just, I think, a couple of contacts, both arms or something in the end. And he was fairly confident that it hit the thumb, which I guess when you look at the replay is surprising, because it was some distance away. But it is one of those things when it, you know, makes contact and it happens so quickly that it's tough. But yeah, I mean, when you see it when you walk off, it's a bit of a shame. But yeah, I suppose one each, I guess.
Heron and Hamilton, who scored you 200. It's been notable the way you've been leaving the ball. You've really been swinging your hips and trying to get out of the way. Is that something new, something you've been working on?
Not been working on swinging my hips, but just trying to you know, just watch the ball closely, and you know, on these wickets that have been doing a bit, you know, trying to just play it late, and sometimes you end up in the position you end up in, but not an active sort of decision to exaggerate it, but it may look a little bit like that.
Can we talk about Kyle Jamieson? I mean, he bowled 5 or 6 quite demanding overs tonight.
Yeah.
Have you been surprised at his development? There's a very quick development because he looks very capable and confident with the bat as well.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that and how you've managed to get him to this point so quickly in his career?
Yeah, I mean, it's been him, you know, it's him that's managed that so well, and he's got a really mature head on his shoulders. He's young and got a lot of raw talent, but thinks a lot about the game as well, and a lot about what he's trying to do, and trying to, you know, work out how effective he can be with the bat, and the same with the ball, which is, you know, it's pretty rare for coming in and just sort of having your first few experiences, and, you know, there's sort of no surprises where he's performed so well and so consistently, and you know, tonight he bowled really, really well, and like I say, we you know, we need to hit those areas hard for long periods of time, and he certainly did that for 6 overs or so. So coming back again tomorrow, it's important that collectively we're able to hang in there for long periods to get those rewards. But you know, and also a new experience, I suppose, for our bowlers. Like I say, where the balls have swung quite a lot, and they didn't so much tonight. So yeah, it's great. We'll just have to adapt and be patient.
When you got out, Kane, did you think the ball had gone to the slipper on the first bounce and you were reluctant to?
No, I was wandering off, and then someone told me to wait, so I just turned around and waited, and then walked off again. Yeah.
Kane, you've seen the development of the ground over a number of years. I mean, how satisfying is it? Did it add to your satisfaction today, you know, post a decent score there?
Yeah, you know, especially getting put in, you know, and a fantastic crowd, and a really special occasion for the ground to have its first Boxing Day test, and yeah, and a lot of cricket left as well. So hopefully, you know, a lot of people turn out, and a lot of good cricket left, no doubt. We know how strong this Pakistan side is, and how deep they bat, and you know, it's and we do know on these wickets that do age, you know, that things can happen quickly. So. No, I suppose, yeah, from our perspective, just as a group, it's looking to be as patient as we can, and holding in there, and knowing that, you know, we saw, even with a 60 overall ball in Pakistan's innings, like the ball that got Jamieson out, that bounced and seamed away, and, you know, there's still, you know, a little bit out there, and like I say, it's just being patient for that.
How dangerous do you think, obviously, as a shark,
Yeah, you know, he's a world-class bowler, so on any surface he's going to bowl really well, and even on a surface that perhaps didn't take a lot of turn, but did start to slow up and hold in the wicket. And so, yeah, I mean, he's certainly shown his skills over the years that, you know, when there's something in the wicket, he can exploit it. So he's always a threat.
All right, thanks, guys.
Cheers.